Hello everyone. Today's topic is from unit number 4, conflict of interest. So this is one of the major issue which an employee or you might face while you're at a job, because you will be passionate on working in some other project or particular theme, but you will be working in some other area. It usually happens. For example, you might be very good at design, but you will be working in manufacturing or production. You might be very good at coding, but you will be working in support. Okay, so this is how the conflict of interest occurs. Because of this, since we are having a least interest on what we are working, we will lose our focus, so which will result in quality damage in the quality. Okay, so individual has two or more desires that all interest cannot be satisfied given the circumstance. So types are actual, potential, and apparent. So there are different types of conflicts. It might be an actual conflict or potential conflict or apparent conflict. So this interest can be of various types. Here they are seeing interest in other companies and moonlighting and insider information. So we'll be working in one company and we will be looking to uh, opportunity in some other company, how it will work out. So we'll lose our interest in work in current company where we are working. So insider information, that is which is unethical. It's like there will not be a very good team coordination, or you will not be comfortable with the team where we are working. So because of that, we will be losing our focus in job or work. Okay. Next topic is occupational crime. So this occupational crime, nothing but whenever you do your job unsatisfactory or not up to the quality or not according to the government norms, it is a crime. Okay. So illegal acts committed through a person's lawful employment. So for professionals, white collar crime. Example, industrial espionage, price fixing, endangering life. Okay. So we'll discuss this particular topic in detail. So what is occupational crime? So here they have said it is a white collar crime. We can see due to this corona situation, many of the companies are not paying their employees their full salary, and you could have seen many companies are firing their employees suddenly. So it is a actual, we can say it is a part of a crime actually. There is a government rule or labor law which has to be followed before a particular individual is resigning or we are firing them. Okay, we give them a 30 days time period, notice period, so that within that particular, so not 30 days, 90 days. Okay, so within that 90 days, a particular employee or individual should be able to get a job in some other company. Okay, so we should give a time limit for the exiting of the particular individual, which is not happening in many of the companies nowadays. The next one is price fixing. Nothing like we can say for a particular product, what they used to do is they will create a demand and then they will sell it at high price. Okay, so we can fix the price. We can fix the price for the higher amount. Okay, so it's something like, for example, people will be predicting in the next coming week there's going to be a rainfall. Okay, so what will happen is vegetables price will be going up and down at a particular time. So what they used to do is they will store their vegetables or products so that in the next coming week they can sell it at higher price. Okay. Next one is endangering life. Endangering life is whatever product you are manufacturing or whatever job you are doing is endangering the environment and the animals, which is not a very good crime, which is not a very good job. Okay. So these are the parts of occupational crime. So how this occupational crime is affecting our environment or affecting one's and own individual, we will see in this particular case study. So Chernobyl case study. Chernobyl is a place where a nuclear power reactor exploded in Soviet Russia. Okay. So there they failed to follow certain protocols. That is, for a nuclear plant to be erected, They have to follow a government protocol or a United Nations protocol for erection. Okay, there will be a series of tests, there will be a series of audit will be done, then only the particular plant will be allowed to run. But in this particular case they failed, which is unethical. Okay, we will see them in detail. So Chernobyl disaster, it's nothing, it's related to a catastrophic nuclear accident which happened in 1986 in Ukraine, that is during the time of Soviet Russia. Okay, so this is the biggest or largest nuclear accident happened in Europe. It is widely considered as the worst nuclear power plant accident in the history till now. So this disaster began during the systems test on 26th April 1986. There was a sudden and unexpected power surge when an emergency shutdown was attempted. An exponential larger spike in power output, which led to reactor vessel rupture and series of steam explosions. These events exposed the graphite moderator of the reactor to air, causing it to ignite. So, around 3,50,000 people were evacuated from the year 1986 to 2000. This accident raised a concerns about safety on nuclear power plants, and 31 deaths are directly attributed to the accident. And Chernobyl Forum predicts the eventual death toll could reach 4,000 among those exposed to the highest level of radiations, and 200,000 emergency workers, 1,16,000 evacuees, and 2,70,000 residents of the most contaminated areas. So this is how the details of the accident, how it has occurred. So which you are see. So this reactor is called RMBK, reactor Bolshoi motionist reactor. So the reactor's graphite moderator and using boiling water pressure tube. Okay, so this is a good diagram. So what is the cause of the accident, which is important? First, design fault in the reactor. Second one is violation of procedure. Number three, breakdown of communication. Number four, lack of safety culture in the power plant. So these are the major reasons for this particular accident. So what is the result of this nuclear reactor? Not only the lives have been in danger, even it affected the ecosystem around in and around the place for 10-kilometer radius, and it took around 4 years to restore its environmental impact. And there are health effects on the people who were exposed to the radiation, and many people faced with psychological consequences like anxiety, depression, and helplessness. And number four, there was a huge breakthrough or huge downfall in the economic and political and social consequences in that particular area. This the picture shows how the nuclear radiation affected the people. So this is how in we should be ethical in our work. Thank you.